I'm happy to share my screen and show our live platform. We're still adding so much stuff to it, but I would be happy to go through it here.
That would be awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. Can everybody see my screen? Are we good?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So this is our dashboard on Prospr itself. Uh, I'll kind of walk through. I mean, all of it is my favorite, but I'll go through the things that I use almost on a daily basis. Um, First thing is being bulletins. We use bulletins kind of for everything. This has eliminated all of our mass emails. So me physically typing an email in Gmail to my entire team, I'm able to put important information over here, such as flash sales, um, challenge releases. Uh, we included our team in a 101 style class poll, asking them what name they liked. So we are able to do a bunch of different things with that. We put all important Mariana Tech releases in here so that our team always know what is coming, exactly when it's coming. And one of my favorite things about Bulletin is you can require that users, your employees, mark that they've seen it. So, you know, anytime you can send an email out, but you never know if someone actually reads it unless you have all these add-ons to your email inbox. So here we're able to say, okay, here's the people who have seen it and who haven't seen it. And you can do a lot of stuff with that. Obviously, if they haven't seen it, you can ping them again. But that's what we use bulletins for. Erica and Lacey, do you want me to just keep going through like each section? What's the best way to go about it, you think?
If you're okay with it, do you mind opening
Yeah,
up the part where you show like who's seen it, who's read it, and how you can set
yeah,
a reminder?
totally. Yeah, totally. So here's with this particular one, here are the people that have read this particular bulletin, the date and the time that they read it, the people that have unread it. I can select all, and actually, I'm going to go ahead and do it right now. I can select all and hit send reminder, and it'll send all of those employees a reminder that they need to see it. And then here's all the people that have seen it again. So it's you're able to track it. They can add different reactions to it. So it's very interactive with how you can view it. Um, let's see. On the rest on my dashboard, I've got missions. So one of my favorite pieces of Prospr is how we use our missions. And I'll actually just open up over here on this screen. So for us, we use missions as our shift checklist. We use it as our training checklist. We use it as coming soon for maintenance checklist. All kinds of different things we're going to use it for. But the cool thing with it is that on the checklist, no matter where I'm at in the world, I can view what is happening at the studio that day. So this morning, I can see that this employee, Emma, she was the one that worked. She's the one that checked off that she did these things. So it kind of brings accountability, whereas before we were just using a spreadsheet, you would kind of initial your name or check it off, and there was really no way to truly track it. But the best part about this is that if someone, so this morning, for instance, someone here marked that they could not restock the water Celsius or Alani Nu. This is actually a perfect example. So when they marked that they couldn't do it, it actually lets the employee create a ticket so that we as management know, oh my gosh, it says out of water, can't restock. So we're able to immediately go into tickets and order an inventory item, eliminating a whole text chain process that we would have had previously before. So ticketing is, I'll talk about ticketing in a second, but that's one of my favorite things. So yeah, it's really, really great for accountability. This is another example. This is our front desk training checklist when we onboard somebody. Um, so we have everything in here from, reaching out to HQ for hourly rate to adding the employee in Mariana Tech Prospr. We have like a step-by-step flow of what we follow. Um, Again, it's just really transparent with the employee. The great thing is the day we hire the employee, they also have access to this checklist. So they know exactly what they need to complete before the training's even over with. Um, I'm sorry if I'm breezing through this. I'm just there's so much information that I could share that I I want to make sure I get to it all. I'll jump over to ticketing, another top favorite of mine. Ignore the thousands of tickets that we have open because our team likes to do everything in a great way. Um, so we have different ticket types. So ticketing for us would be things like a maintenance request, incident reporting, supplies inventory requests, payroll issues. We set some of these up on our own, by the way, so you can customize a lot of these. IT tech support, charity ride payment requests. So what we tried to do with ticketing was create categories that uh, eliminated the emails that were bombarding our email inbox, and so that's how we brought them over here. I'll show you a couple ticketing things. This one was actually from manager to manager. This manager said, I haven't even read this one yet. So this manager said, Deep Clean East Liberty Studio. She's looping in the ticket, assigning it to this person asking for a deep clean. You can write notes, you can track it, you can set the priority. I mean, there's so much you can do here. This one was a supplies and inventory request. So with this one, we had two headsets that were broken. You'll see here, there was a whole conversation within that ticket itself where we were able to kind of track it and follow it. All of these tickets are still open. Don't remind me of my to-do list, please. So these are all things that we'll have to take care of. And you see different things like ones that are critical, high priority, medium priority, and low priority. Again, this is where a ticket would be if they created a ticket for an inventory request on the missions. Um, okay, the next section I'll jump to. I'm doing these in no particular order. Is resources. So the day that we jumped onto Prospr, I think we immediately started putting in over 50 SOPs into our Prospr platform. A lot of them aren't even live yet, but they're here, so I'll mark it so you can see. So resources are just that. I mean, it is any information like this is the secret sauce to Zenergy. If someone were to have this, they know everything about Zenergy. It has every single one of our SOPs in it. It has all of our training materials are being added to it. It has email templates. We've really kind of created this like one central hub for all things Zenergy. And we say it, our new thing is when someone asks a question, we say go to Prospr. We don't even answer it. We just say go to Prospr. And the cool thing with that is they can type in their question, um, and it'll populate based on all things around what they're typing in. So super easy to navigate. Um, I'll just scroll through this so you can kind of see. I mean, we have all these categories that we created on our own. Communication and technology, instructor procedures, manager procedures, miscellaneous policies and procedures, people and culture, safety and emergency. We have all of our graphics and documents so that every studio, if they're printing a graphic, they're all aligning. I think my favorite thing with resources is that you can segment it. So based on the permission of the employee. So let's say you're a front desk person, you might not want your front desk crew to have access to what managers can have access to. So we're able to segment it out based on that employee. And then I think the last thing that I'll go through is scheduling, which is the best part about all of this. I'll just show you a master view. So this is today at all Zenergy locations. I can obviously filter based on location, so many different things here. But what we love before we were using When I Work for our front desk scheduling, and then instructors, we were just inputting into Mariana Tek, and we had no way of really pulling it into a calendar for them. Couple things that caused hiccups with that was our front desk team, or I'm sorry, our instructors never knew who was working the front desk because it wasn't all in one place. And there just wasn't a central hub around scheduling. So now, with the Mariana Tek and Prospr integration, everything is in one place. We do our front desk scheduling in Prospr, but then our instructor scheduling. So for classes, once it's scheduled in Mariana Tek, it automatically within seconds populates in Prospr, and then it notifies those employees that they have new shifts. So what's really cool about that is we're able to kind of not kind of we're able to be extremely transparent in what an entire day at Zenergy looks like. We're able to assign the checklist that I was talking about a little bit ago on missions to a shift. We're able to allow an instructor can swap with another instructor if they would like to substitute, and then with your permissions that you set up, and then it automatically changes the name in Mariana Tek. So it's kind of like a full circle thing. I know you all will talk more about the Mariana Tek stuff, so I won't talk too much about that. Um, yeah, that's. I feel like I just gave a college education course.
Yeah, you did great. Um, can we go to messages quickly or
Yeah. Oh, yes. Totally. Sorry. I told you
no,
there
no,
was so
no.
much I knew I wouldn't be able to get through all of it. So these are all of our messages. So this replaced our iOS iMessages, and then also our group me. So we now have everything in one spot. Uh, as a company, we require that everything go through here now. My managers, my whole team loves it because when they're not working, they feel like even though they still see the messages if notifications are on, they feel like we as management are not bothering them. We've found that our response rate in Prospr, I haven't even shared this by the way. We found that our response rate in Prospr is drastically higher than it was with iMessage and our group me because the employees feel like, oh wow, they're actually being really courteous and trying to keep us in the loop. Whereas when you're just getting a text message, it can feel like you're being bothered. So none of my employees have felt bothered. None of my management has felt bothered. Um, with messages, there's so much you can do. I mean, we have so many different segments based on location, studios, teams. But within the message themselves, you can add pictures, attachments, emojis, GIFs, polls. This is what a poll would look like. So again, like if I was wanting to ask my team, hey, should we get rid of the eucalyptus towels? Yes or no? And everyone says yes, then it's a way to like keep people. That was a really bad example. We would never do that, by the way. But um, that we're able to kind of just make one conversation as a whole.
Amazing. Can you show the gifts? That's my favorite part.
Yeah, of course. So if I type gifts, it's I mean you can do anything. Like you could do hello. I think I did this one for my first one. Yeah. And I could send the hello GIF. I mean, it just brings a little bit more. It kind of takes the serious nature out of an email, right? Even though you can save a GIF and throw it in an email, like it's just nice that everything is in one platform. You can also do voice memos as well if you wanted to send them a voice memo. Um, yeah, yeah. I think I directory, missions, tickets, scheduling. Yeah. I mean, there's so much scheduling alone. You could spend probably so
Oh,
long. Just go
um,
ahead.
maybe let's show time off. I know you can create different kinds of time off and see a
Yeah.
calendar, which is one of
Yeah.
my personal favorite things.
Yeah. So if you do, so this one has, so like if I click, let me go here because I don't do much of the scheduling, but I do look at all this often. On the time off, I can click on the day. Sorry, I have a lot of tabs open. I can click on the day and I can see who's been approved for time off for that particular day. This I have it. This is open for all locations, but if I filter it out, it'll show me just that one location. Um, and then also with the time off, when someone requests a time off, it also shows up. I don't know if I have any open. Nope, I don't have any open, but it would show where, right here, right? Yeah, I think right here.
Yeah, basically when you have approvals, like a swap to approve or
Yeah,
time off to approve or an availability change, there's an approvals widget that populates. It's not there if you don't have anything. The other piece, which I can't believe you have none of, which is amazing, Nick, you have no shifts at risk.
no shifts at risk. Hey, listen, we've got a great team.
I know. If you scroll up a little bit, I'm just going to show it off for a second. For
Yeah.
shifts at risk, we will actually pre-populate for a running 7. If you click on where it says 7 days, you can look from 7 days all the way through 60 days out. Any shift where somebody's actively looking for coverage. Ah, perfect.
Oh, now
Any,
I now I now I misspoke. I misspoke now.
so we'll actually show you any shift that is still unassigned, whether that means that it's unassigned in Mariana or if it's a non-instructor shift, if it's unassigned in Prospr. You'll never be surprised. I know for me, like, I'm embarrassed to say, but there were definitely times where like our store didn't open because I forgot to schedule someone. And I didn't know until someone called me and told me my doors were locked. Uh, right? So you can really start to see, for example, on the 17th, Paige is looking for coverage. And so you can really get in front of people who are looking for coverage who haven't found it yet. You can get in front of any sort of just scheduling holes. The other thing that we do is ensure that you have not scheduled one person to be 2 places at once. So we'll look at your entire organization company-wide and make sure that, right, Erica can't be in New York and Williamsburg.
Yeah. And I didn't even get to it, but I'll say before I pop off, my truly like my favorite part, I think, is the app. We love our employees love using the app. It's just so nice that like it'll tell you where your location is, what the weather is. Like there's just so much that it can do with it.
It's
So
12:30.
yeah,
Nick, thank you so much. I know that
you're
you
welcome.
have hard stuff, and so I totally understand you need to jump, but I will also share the video that you and I made with everybody at the wrap up of this call.
Perfect.
Thank you. Thank
Awesome. Of course, join Prospr. We've loved it ever since we've been on, and I'm here for anybody that's on this call. Erica, Lacey, like feel free. I'm happy to help with anybody on anything.
Thank you. I think there was one question that you could
Welcome.
possibly help answer, which was how long
Yeah.
did it take you to set up and launch? Um, what was
I think, yeah, I think we were up within 7 days. I think, if I remember correctly. I mean, we were really, really proactive with it.
and we can talk, we'll definitely go through onboarding with